Episode 6 of Remake Our Life was actually a breath of fresh air, at least to me, because after watching anime for years, you think you would get used to plots going one specific way. Shinowaki and Kyoya become a thing, everybody loses their mind, breaks up the team. I thought Nanako was gonna make a huge deal of it, but apparently it wasn't that big of a deal in the first place. So I'm glad that was actually cut out the way. So they're actually turning this plot into something special. So take a look at how they're starting this gaming company. That's what's gonna be the sick part. This is how the Platinum Trio came together and made their first game. Bro, this is tight as hell. But we gotta help TSURAYUKI first. TSURAYUKI is in a big ordeal and we need to figure out how to save him, and creating a game is the only way. This is their start. This is the beginning. More later on in the video. Anyways, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Damo Senpai and we are here to talk about episode 6 of Remake Our Life. Now, for those of you who are new here, welcome to Senpai's Realm. This is a place that you can feel comfortable at while talking about all of the anime that I cover and the topics that I bring to you guys that aren't technically reaction videos. Feel free to come in, sit down, chillax, and, you know, take a load off your shoulders as we discuss some good stuff, right? As we discuss all the good stuff. Aside from that, if you're new to the channel and have yet to subscribe, make sure you go down below, hit the link in the description or the red subscribe button. Either one to help me towards that cause of reaching my goal, which is to become a full-time content creator. All of the support has been appreciated. We hit 700 subs, you know, round of applause, yeah, let's go. It's like I have to get happy all over again in order to get back to where we were in the first place. Now, I know I brood over that all the time, but let's not brood over that today because today's episode of Remake Our Life was actually special. So let's get to it. I initially thought that Nanako was gonna make a huge deal of what she saw going on between Kyoya and Shino. I thought she was gonna make a huge deal about that, but obviously they're not high school students, so it's not that big of a deal to them. These are grown-ups. It's interesting when you look at it from that perspective because we're so used to watching like random high school shonen kids beat up people, and then when it comes to relationships, triangles and whatnot, it's always a humongous deal. But Nanako was just like, whatever, it's a lot more out here for me. So I'm glad. Look, I love Feel Studio, right? They dropped a lot of bangers and they have a way with storyboarding that keeps you interested and locked in on story. So thank God they did that. So now that we're moving on from that, we have to get into what's going on with TSURAYUKI. So this is one of those classic stories of my parents are rich, they want me to do this, but I want to do this, so I'm gonna go do this on my own. They won't support me in doing this. Only way they'll support me and give me money is if I follow the path they want me to follow. So I'm not gonna do that, which is tight, right? So that's why TSURAYUKI hasn't been to class. That's why he's always working his ass off because he has to pay for tuition, he has to pay for where he stays at, he has to pay for everything. Working all those jobs and taking all those shifts and missing out on school was something that he had to do. But in doing this, he's essentially ruining his school career anyway. Because think about it, you're missing all these classes to work in order to pay for your tuition for the classes that you're missing out on all the time. And if you fail, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna have to repeat. You're repeating the same process, and then you're gonna be like, man, it seems like I gotta work a lot more in order to pay this stuff off early so I can stay in class. And that's not gonna work. It's just gonna be a vicious cycle, a continuous vicious cycle that you're gonna be stuck in for the rest of your life. So I'm glad Kyoya realized, like, hey, we can do this. I don't even think Kyoya is thinking of this is the starting point for the Platinum Trio. I don't think he's thinking this. He's so focused on helping his friends, which is a good thing, which I'm actually happy that he's doing, that I think it's gonna hit him after it's all said and done. That's what I think is gonna happen. I think it's gonna hit him after it's all said and done. They're gonna create a huge gaming studio. They're all gonna, oh man, it's gonna be so sick, right? It's gonna be so sick. There was quite a few things that happened that were also hilarious. The fact that they were overworking themselves and falling asleep in class and all this funny stuff was happening. Face in the clay pot. Let's get to the topic at hand, which is the game they're creating, which is gonna be a school visual novel. Kyoya realized, like, wait, this is 10 years in the past, so big monster JRPG action novels are out of the way. What hasn't happened yet? Oh yeah, let's get on the school novel trip. And Kyoya Midoriya already has all the good ideas for it. And like I said, Tsurayuki, he was nervous in writing, you know, sex scenes and all that stuff, which, you know, that comes with school novel stuff. And then Nanako couldn't handle it. Oh, the only one who was able to handle it is Shinowaki, and obviously she's a little perv because she be drawing stuff like this. So this is right up her alley. And then to put Tsurayuki in even a bigger dilemma, his fiance pulls up, who also seems rich, by the way. So either way, Tsurayuki is good. I think he's just being prideful, which all men are at that age. I mean, men are prideful in general. Like, we are prideful creatures. So regardless of age, we're always going to be prideful, and it's hard for us to let down our guard and ask for help when things are dire. We meet his fiance at the end of the episode, and everybody was shocked, right? Including me. I too was shocked. Like, bro, I didn't know you had a fiance. I initially thought that was his sister when him and Uzaki, well, I mean, same voice actor as Uzaki, but the little pink hair shorty, or the older pink hair shorty, geez, it's, you know, it's hard getting, it's hard getting all those together. We're out shopping for materials for the game they're gonna create. It seems like she's been looking everywhere for him. She's probably going to try to drag him back to his parents' house and try to get him to live a life that she wants him to live, so that way they can get married and have a successful future. But you know, Tsurayuki's gonna be like, nah, fuck that. I'm here to do my own thing. I want to learn on my own. I want to build on my own. I want to grow on my own. So this is the path that I chose, that I feel like is gonna be the most successful, and I'm doing something that I love. So hopefully that's what transpires in the next episode. Or actually, as a matter of fact, next episode is episode 6.5. So we're not gonna have an episode. I'm not gonna do a video next week on that because it's a recap. And you know how I feel about recaps. So instead of doing a video on that, we're going to do a video on the Great Jahi. Was there any inconsistencies that you heard throughout what I said? Or was there anything that you found interesting that I didn't bring up? Make sure you let me know in the comment section down below. It's always fun to have conversation. Last week's episode, we caught a big buzz. So let's keep it up. We're gonna talk all that good talk down in the comment section, so feel free to bring it, bring your best takes, bring all of it. If you are new to the channel and have yet to subscribe, make sure you go down below, hit the link in the description or the red subscribe button. Either one to help me towards that cause of reaching my goal, which is to become a full-time content creator. As always, it's your boy, Damo Senpai, and I will see you guys in the next video.